much for tuning in today. I'm Stephanie with Chubby Girl in the World, and today is It Worth a Wardrobe Wednesday, where I take a look at some different new releases from different plus size brands and let you know my thoughts on them, whether or not I think they're worth purchasing or whether I would pass on them. So it's just kind of a mixture of will I buy it and anti-haul and just my different thoughts. I am all snuggled up here in my office because it is like 27 degrees outside in Oregon right now. So I live in the Portland metro area and it is so cold. There's snow on the ground outside. So we're just gonna snuggle up and check out some plus size clothes together. So if you're into that, let's get into it. So as usual, if I am looking down, it's because I am looking at my iPad and you're gonna see clothes on the screen on either side of me. I never know which side until I'm editing. So I always point to the wrong side. So I think it's gonna be over here, but it could be on the other side. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start with Lane Bryant. So I'll let you know, oops, it's upside down. I guess it's not really upside down because it's an iPad, but you know what I mean. So we're gonna start with Lane Bryant. There are a couple of things that Lane Bryant came out with that I'm actually kind of intrigued by, which is unusual. I usually don't check for Lane Bryant anymore because they went in just the complete opposite direction of the things that I normally gravitate to. So I'm either a very like clean cut Calvin Klein sort of edge or very like casual. Like today, I'm just black jeans, long sleeve shirt and a scarf, and that's it. Like the only reason I'm even wearing makeup today is because I was filming a get ready with me. If not, anyways, super long story. Let's get into the clothes, shall we? So there's two things here. It's this red lace sheath dress and it's kind of like got a tie down the front, and it has ruffle sleeves. And normally I'm not a huge fan of ruffles because I think they're overdone. These I think are pretty good editorial ruffle sleeves where it's flouncy. It's not terrible. Usually ruffles are terrible. Usually they're done terribly. I really like that this is a romantic, beautiful dress. The only thing I don't like about it is the price tag. So I don't think a dress this simple is worth $89.95. I just don't. I can understand a dress being, $80, $90 or in the hundreds of dollars if there's a ton of detail work, a ton of beadwork, a ton of just time-consuming work that was done by hand. Then I can completely understand. Like when people sell things on Etsy, I understand why they're selling them for $100, $200 because it took a lot of time and effort to make that garment. This is a machine-created garment. It is not couture. It is not made from any special kind of material. Maybe the material is a little bit better or thicker and maybe that's justifying the price, but I just don't see myself paying $89.95 for a dress like that. Same thing with this Hearts mesh top. I think that it's very cute, but I think that that's something that at $49.95 I will pass, or I will look for something similar at Forever 21. I'm just not going to purchase something that expensive for like Valentine's Day. It's not gonna happen. So, but spring is coming, and so that's why these chino Bermuda shorts kind of caught my eye. These are $49.95, and I don't have as much of a problem with the price on these as the dress, and I'll tell you why. So these Bermuda shorts, they're not really my style, but I could see how somebody could get a lot of use out of them. And during the spring and summer, a lot of people do wear like Bermuda khaki shorts to their office with some sandals and things like that. So if this is something you're gonna wear 2-3 times a week for the entire season, then I think that is totally worth it. Like that makes sense as a staple item, but it just, to me, doesn't make sense to pay that much for a single dress that you're gonna wear maybe once or twice a year. So that's why there's the discrepancy in that. So I do think $49.95 is kind of a lot to pay for shorts because you're literally paying for less fabric. But I do think that there's utility in these, and so I'm not as fussed about the price for that. This, I know I said I hated ruffles. I said I normally hated ruffles. But this dress, I think, also has such an interesting, it's got such an interesting vibe, and it reminds me of the flamenco dancing emoji lady, but with a really cool pattern. So Lane Bryant came out with this like purple and floral ruffle dress. It just is so romantic looking, and it's so springy, and I just love it because I feel like if you throw a jacket over this, it can be good for the office, or even just if your office is kind of business casual, you could wear this to your office, as long as you're not in a super formal environment. And I'm down with this. I think this dress was also like in the $89 range, and because this is something that, again, I think if you wear it more than once or twice a week, like say this is your spring dress and you wear it, every Thursday and Saturday, or every Monday and Friday, or whatever the case is. I don't think that you should ever be afraid of repeating outfits. Like, I do it all the time. I have my go-to outfits that I just don't even think about, and there's nothing wrong with that. And if anyone says that, like, if anyone tries to tell you you can't wear the same thing twice, like, just unfriend them, like in real life. Don't listen to them. Anyway, I like the high-low hem of this, which is really weird for me because I'm not a person who likes asymmetry. I don't like it when my winged eyeliner isn't the same. I don't like it when my bun won't be the same on each side. So it's very telling to me that I really like the aesthetic of this dress. I don't know what it is. I think it is the darting and the pleats that make it acceptable to me. There's a level of symmetry. There's a method to this madness. There's ruffles in all the right places. It's not overpowering the person. The dress isn't. So sometimes with ruffles, I feel like it makes the garment wear you instead of you wearing the garment, and I don't get that feeling. This looks effortless and easy, and I think even at this price, it's worth it, which is amazing to me. And like I said, I'm pretty sure this is in the $80-$90 range, somewhere around there. And for me to say that, that's like a lot. So that's a lot. In a similar pattern, so it's kind of like the same graphic, but it's got pink instead of purple, is this blazer. And I like it. I'm down with the florals, like florals for spring. What is it she says in Devil Wears Prada? Florals for spring, how avant-garde or whatever. You know what, Devil Lady? Like, I like florals for spring. I said it. Does that make me basic? Probably. But I like it. I would probably try to find a less expensive alternative that was very similar. So I would check out places like Charlotte Russe, Forever 21. Usually those places won't have spring lines until it gets closer to spring. So right now they're probably going to have all their Valentine's Day things. I think fast fashion goes in cycles of like 2 to 3 weeks. So right after Valentine's Day, that's probably when Forever 21 and the Charlotte Russes and all of those places and like Rue 21 will get all of their spring collections. Also, I found this Lane Bryant sweater. It's this beautiful pink cable knit sweater. It's off the shoulder. I like the Bordeaux top. It's just a basic pink sweater. I kind of wish that Old Navy would do something like this. So Old Navy always has the cable knit sweaters, but I don't think they ever do like the Bordeaux tops. So I would look for something similar, again, with a lower price, because I don't think Lane Bryant's quality is at the same level. I don't think Lane Bryant's quality matches its prices. Now, it was true like 10, 15 years ago when I was a teenager, when I was a youngin', that you could buy a pair of Venezia jeans, which was their in-house brand before. I saw an Instagrammer, her name's Regina King Williams. I'm gonna say it wrong, but I will put her Instagram here. She has a blog, and she has the cutest outfits, and I love them. And she posted a picture of like a Venezia sweater, and she said like she'd never declutter it, she'd never get rid of it. And she's like, who remembers this in-house brand? And I'm like, I do, I remember. And like that stuff really did last. The stuff they carry now just doesn't last as long. And that's sad because I had so many blazers and so many dresses and things that I decluttered over the years because they just didn't fit anymore, or they were too big, or they just weren't my vibe anymore. So I wish that their quality matched their price point, and that's the reason I don't really shop with them anymore. Like, I would rather take that money and spend it either thrifting and like get twice the amount of clothes, or saving up for a very quality piece from like an indie brand like Elizabeth St. James, or from another brand. So I've heard Eloquai is a very good brand to buy from. I still haven't put in an order yet for them. I'm just kind of waiting to, I'm just sort of waiting to have the right piece. Like, I don't want to buy things just to buy them anymore. I really want to be able to get things that fit my personality, that are going to like they're going to fill a purpose in my wardrobe. So I like this sweater, but it's like an okay sweater. It's not something I think you should run out and buy. So another brand that I don't really check for anymore is Avenue. And the reason for that being is that for some reason, Avenue used to be like really cool, and they used to be like, they used to have trendy, cute clothes. And then all of a sudden, they just became like the place where like 80-year-old women shop. Which, there's nothing wrong with being an 80-year-old woman. It's just not my aesthetic, and it's just not mine. And even then, it's not that they even have like a more mature aesthetic. It's that they have the aesthetic of like, let's just throw cloth on top of your body, and I'm not down with that. Like, I'm not down with it. I don't want that. I want well thought out, well made clothing, and I am just no longer willing to accept anything less. That being said, I decided to go check for them and see if I could find a couple of pieces that would work for an everyday wardrobe. Things that would, like dresses, or just casual things that would be acceptable to me. I did find a couple of things. So this dress is just like a print dress. It looks like a, just regular standard smock sweater dress, and I don't hate the pattern. I think that it's kind of pretty neutral, pretty acceptable, and would look good on a lot of different skin tones. So I think that would be fine. I don't think this is really for anybody who wants more structure. It looks like this is a pretty, kind of slinky sort of dress, so if you want more structure, this probably isn't for you. This one, though, I thought was actually really cute, and I was very surprised because, again, Avenue just hasn't been doing it for me lately. This is a coral geoprint fit and flare dress, and I think that the print is adorable, and I think the way they styled the model is perfect. She looks like she's going out on a date. She has a perfect, that's exactly how I would do my hair for this, and big gold hoop earrings. That's how I would style this with black flats. This looks perfect. I love it. It looks put together and pretty, and I'm a sucker for pink. I'm a sucker for pink. So I said it. I say with my Star Trek scarf and my blue shirt, but I'm a sucker for pink. This dress I thought would be perfect for the office, but just trendy enough for someone who wants a little bit of zhuzh. If you want a little bit of zhuzh. This is the lace bodice ponte fit and flare dress, and I think the lace pattern going up the décolletage is very nice, and I love how it is strategic and like it's drawing the eye up. So if you want to downplay your lower half, so I carry most of my weight in my lower half, and that's not really an area that I love highlighting. So if you do, that's totally fine. Like if you want to wear bodycon dresses and you're pear shaped and you want to do that and you want to rock it, like more power to you. It's just not what I'm comfortable in. So I would rather wear a fit and flare because I am bigger like in my middle and on the bottom. And I do like drawing the eye up, and I think this dress does that. And it's only, right now it's only $24.99 at avenue.com. So the thing that makes me mad is that they don't carry, I think they don't carry size 4X in the store anymore. You have to buy it online. And I will say this though, the Avenue black pants, I had 3 different pairs of those pants in my size 28 or like 28 and 30 because they were the only pants that would last through the wash, that would not fade, and that actually fit me. Like their petite pants would actually fit me. Like I didn't have to have them taken up. They were like $50 a piece, so when there's a sale, like a buy one get one free, I would just jump all over that. But they were worth it and they were good quality materials. So that is the one thing that I would repurchase from them. But at this time I just haven't. So I just haven't because I've been, now that I'm freelance, I can work from home and I dress a little bit more casually, so I don't like have to have work pants anymore. And I've been wearing a lot more dresses because I just have those in my wardrobe. So, and then I just wear leggings and other stuff. So I do like this dress. I do think it's worth it, especially at $24.99. So if this is something that appeals to you, maybe go check it out. I'm never gonna tell you to buy something, but if I was in the market for a new dress, like I would probably pick it up. So there is another store that is in the Lane Bryant family called Catherine's. So Catherine's and Lane Bryant, I don't know if is it Catherine's and Lane Bryant or Avenue and Lane Bryant that are the same thing. I can't remember. It's one of the two. Like they're part of the same family. It's either Catherine's and Avenue or Catherine's and Lane Bryant. And I didn't find a whole lot at Catherine's. I checked the new arrivals. I checked a lot of other stuff. And I was trying to find things that would be intriguing and modest. So Catherine's really is more geared towards a more mature audience. It's geared towards probably more modest clothing. There's not a whole lot of zhuzh or revealing clothing going on there. But sometimes you don't necessarily want that. Sometimes you just want good basic staples. And I will say that I've never been disappointed with the quality of a Catherine's clothing item. It's always been made to last, it's always been made very well, and it's always been very good stitching. It doesn't fall apart like the first thing you put in the wash. So even though it's not necessarily my aesthetic, I respect their hustle. So this is actually something that I did like, and I was very surprised. It is a cute, I think it's a lemon, or at first I thought it was pineapple and I thought that would have been really cute, but I think this is like a lemon print shirt. It's either a lemon or a peach. I'm not sure which one they were trying to go for. Or lemon print. It does say lemon print. Okay. I'm not crazy. It is a lemon print. And it's on like a really dark azure field, and I just think it's really happy and pretty, and it's just I don't know, like, can clothes be non-confrontational? That's the only word I can think to like this look. It's a button-down shirt that has, you know, a V-neck line, and it's just a cute little utilitarian shirt. I did find this plaid blue ombre shirt, and I usually don't like it when, so the pocket is on a different, it's like the pocket doesn't match the pattern of the shirt, and usually that would bother me so bad, but the pocket does match kind of like the ombre color, and so that is okay. But usually, so that's usually how you can tell that a clothing item is either good quality or not, if the different parts. So like if there's a dress that has a plaid print and then the skirt is also like the plaid print that goes with it, it's all the same print, but if it's going different directions and the patterns aren't matching up, that's how you can tell that a piece isn't worth a whole lot. So good quality fashion, the prints will match up. When you turn the stitching inside out, it will not, it's not going to be falling apart. It's not going to look like it's going to just fall apart at any minute. So like I said, usually I would not be as forgiving, but because it matches the ombre, it matches the colors, it's not as offensive to me. So lovelies, that was all I had today. I thank you so much, lovelies, for joining me today. I hope that you have a fantastic day. I hope you'll consider subscribing before you leave and tap the notification bell so you can be notified when I post my videos. I do post on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Sundays on different topics. So Monday is Vegan Makeup Monday. Today is Wednesday, so it's Is It Worth the Wardrobe? And Sunday is the Sunday Style Guide. So if you have questions about plus size fashion, if you have a topic you'd like me to cover, or if you just have questions about me or my silly little life here in Oregon, please leave it in the comments down below and I will answer you. If we get enough, then I will make a video. So thank you so much, lovelies, and have a fantastic night. Bye!